Hello there everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is the Temple of Isis Fellowship Academy, and I'm Isis. I am here to bring to you your pick a card. This is going to be a fun pick a card. We're going to be looking at career options, new job options, new career paths. We just had a full moon in the sign of Capricorn last week, and right now we are still under the Capricorn energy. Capricorn is Saturn, the planet Saturn energy. Saturn brings wisdom. It brings long-term career success. It brings long-term career goals and plans. It also brings responsibilities, duties, hard work, and making you ready for a boss position. Okay, so Capricorn energy brings upgrades, it brings promotions, and it brings raises and new revenue streams of income and new opportunities and new pathways, new jobs and gigs and side hustles. So this is a very, very, very good energy, especially paired with a new moon in Leo. Like, think about it. Saturn and the sun. Saturn and the sun. The sun represents God. That means what you're born to do. This month, July, is the month about what you're born to do, who you're born to become, who you were always destined and meant to be. And the time to start planning is now. What is the next 5 to 10 years of your life going to look like? This month tells it all. It tells it all, because this is the time when you come up with a game plan. All right. So with all that information about the month of July, let's do a pick a card. I have 3 options. Options 1, 2, and 3 right here on the end. Okay, take a minute, go ahead and choose which one you want, and go ahead and let's get started. All right, so pile number 1, what are we looking like here? Okay, so these are your options. We have numbers 3, 12, or 3 again, and 20. Reduce it's a 2. Okay, so we have 3, 12, and 2. 1, 2, 3. Something about divine order is something about alignment. Okay, now looking at these cards and judging by what I see for a career, and look, we actually have a card that says work/job. That's exactly what this is about, and the exact thing that this is about actually came out. I didn't know what would be here, but this actually came out. So look at that. Now we have obvious, very, very obvious clues. The first thing I want to say is that you guys could be excellent communicators, or you could be called to a career where you use your voice. Mercury is the planet that rules communication, whether it's online communication, it could be music, it could be the media, it could be public relations, it could be any type of books, writings, anything where you are using your voice to speak to an audience. Could be acting, anything creative, anything using your voice, anything expressing yourself. So we have a whole lot of self-expression. Now you could be a Gemini or a Virgo for some of you, since we have this strong Mercury energy. We also have April here, so you could be born in April, or you could be an Aries or a Taurus. So this shows me that using your voice, the throat chakra, we have the color blue here as well. So you could definitely have or be moving into a career using your voice, whether it's singing, writing, public speaking, radio, television, podcasts, YouTube, anything like that. It could also be teaching, because when you're teaching, you do have an audience in front of you. You have students in front of you learning from you. Social media is big. Okay, so you could be about to open up a new revenue stream for yourself on social media or online for some of you, or you're about to go into some type of profession using your voice. Even in this beautiful, this is one of my favorite cards right here in the deck, because she looks like this Native American shaman, and as you can see, she's using her voice to play this instrument. It looks like some type of flute, okay, like a Native American flute. And it feels like music could also be strong here with pile number 1. So for some of you, some idea is going to come into full formation around April of 2026, or in April you started thinking about this, or maybe you started maybe you finished a semester of school, or you applied, or you did something started for you in April. In April, you took a step forward to do something. And that's the thing that's actually the perfect career for you. That's the path you're supposed to be on. This is coming up. Now, you could be someone who's very versatile, right? You may have a lot of different unique talents and abilities. You could be very artsy and creative. For some of you, you could even be interested in some type of history, maybe Oriental art, or even Native American art, Native American traditions, or Oriental traditions. Could be something that you are into as well, like whether it's Chinese, Japanese, Korea. I mean, it could be so many different things. You may be a little interested in history as well for some of you, but I'm getting here that your career has a lot to do with, I feel like the way you're going to make a lot of money in your career is by showing people your pain. And I know that that may not be favorable to some of you, or it may be kind of weird to hear that, but your pain and your experiences, your life itself is so inspirational for people that you make a lot of money and you capitalize off of what you go through. So you can be some type of definite like motivational speaker, a life coach, a some type of therapist, a counselor, a singer. You have some type of healing ability through what you go through, and you talking about it or expressing, whether it's writing a book about it, but something about what you go through is your job. Like, your life is your job, which tells me that you're a brand. Somebody's about to become a brand is what I'm getting. Like, you are a brand, and a lot of people buy into you because of who you are. Maybe if even like, let's say, I also see reporting, like a news reporter. You could be a blogger, a vlogger, or a journalist, or some type of writer. People buy into what you do because of who you are and what's happened in your life. Your soul is starting to awaken to the strengths that you have, and especially if you're an Aries or you're born around April. Okay, you could be born just, even if it's like close to April. Something about what you go through inspires a lot of people, and a lot of people feel empathy towards you, and they give you a lot of credit for being able to express yourself the way that you do. Now, there's this energy here with you kind of in the process of waiting till all your ideas come to you. It also feels like you could do so many different things, and you could be multi-talented. You could be very talented in so many different ways and so many different areas of life, but you're kind of waiting for everything to kind of settle in your mind first before you just jump on the next opportunity. But whatever your next opportunity is, it does involve public relations, like relationships with the public. Something about relationships with the public, something about people knowing your name, people knowing your brand, people coming to watch you and listen to you, or maybe reading your books or watching your movie. Whatever it is, you're meant to be known, and people are meant to know what you go through, because people get inspired by what you go through, and it actually makes you more money because of it. Unfortunately, your life is their entertainment. All right, and that's all I have for pile number 1. Let's move on to pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2. Very interesting here, because what I talked about before I got to your pile is showing up in your pile. Like, I mentioned the full moon in Capricorn. I mentioned Saturn being a planet of wisdom, and here you go with the Saturn card right here. My intentions were to help you to get on the right career path and to see what's coming up next for like your next job opportunities, your long-term career plans, and see, it just happens. It just comes out exactly what I want to know. It's right here, right? And it's also interesting how I mentioned in pile 1, there was a picture of a Native American woman playing a flute, and here you go again with the flute. You have a card that literally says flute. Now on that card it says disappointment in a friend or a lover. Now that's going to be interesting. We also are getting love messages here too. Now what this shows me is your career has something to do with your legacy. You are going to build a legacy in this lifetime, and that's one thing that I do see about you. A legacy is going to be built, but this is connected to a woman, or if it could be a woman, even if you're a female, it could be your mom, it could be your grandmother, it could be your great aunt, it could be a woman who helps you in your career or who helps to put you on the path. There's something about a woman involved in your career that makes you more successful. Your connection to this woman makes you more successful. It is an older woman. She could be a fair-skinned woman or white is what I'm seeing. She could be old. She could have gray hair. She could just be older than you, 60s, 70s, 80s. But this woman is helpful for you in your career is what I see. But I'm also getting, you could be the kind of person that everybody feels like you always have nice things, or maybe they feel like you attract nice things. Maybe there's something about fashion, beauty, hair, makeup, skincare, all that, luxury. It could be something like that, where maybe you're meant to be doing some type of work in a field that a lot of people want. It kind of feels like this is interesting because it feels like arts and entertainment, fashion, the beauty industry, the skincare. It feels like something flashy. It feels like a career that a lot of people want. Okay, it feels like what a lot of people strive for. But for you, it seems like the path for you getting there has been hard, or maybe it will be hard, because it looks like you have a lot of people trying to stop you from getting there. You have positive movement forward. Like, you're still going to be able to move forward with this new career path despite all these people trying to disrupt you off your path. A lot of people came in to knock you off of the path of you being famous. I kind of want to feel like people tried to prevent you from being famous right when you were about to be famous or something like that. Like, people tried to interfere, but I feel like if you're a woman, you could have had a man who wanted to commit to you. But when people found out about it, people from out of nowhere came towards you, because see, the thing is, I feel like the people didn't know how to get to him, because he could be someone with a lot of money, or he could be someone with fame or popularity. They didn't know how to access him because they don't know these people, but they had access to you somehow. It could be that you work around these people, because I do have Saturn here. It talks a lot about work, practical jobs. You could have worked around a group of people who tried to come towards you with this intention of trying to ruin something for you out of jealousy. So you have to look at how you look, okay? You are beautiful. If you're a woman, you're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You keep yourself up. You have things, nice things, and guess what? You do it all for yourself. You had a lot of people trying to ruin something for you because a man wanted to come in your life and change your life, is what I see. So your career actually is tied to a relationship, okay? We have 8, 13, or 4. If you reduce that, 13. We also have 3. It looks like your future career, you're planning it right now. It's like this. You see it. You see it is right there. It's right there in front of you. It's happening right now. But you're also planning too. Like, even though it's happening right now and like this is your new reality, now everyone knows that you're the love interest of someone famous. Now everyone knows that your destiny is to connect with famous people or to be famous. So now it's happening, right? Even in the midst of people trying to make it not happen out of pure envy of you. It's so much envy of you that I bet you didn't know how jealous people were, how envious people were. People were so envious of you that they even disregarded God talking to them to be evil and envious towards you, because look at how beautiful you are. Like, on the inside, the outside, everything is the same. You deserve all of this. This is your birthright. This is who you are. But you have people who as soon as this moment happened, wanted to come in and ruin something for you, because this is who you've always been. People got that envious of you, and it's so many people. So you could have been shocked by who you really are. This could have shocked you because maybe you didn't realize how big you are. Like, you're super famous or super rich. Maybe you didn't know, but they knew. Now, if you are a man, this talks about you. Your career has something to do with a woman. She, like I said, an older woman, or this may be a woman you're interested in. She is someone who helps you become more successful. So this is, it feels like two people who are meant to be famous, okay? But it's not just given to you. It's happening from hard work and from putting in the time, the efforts, taking responsibility. It's like taking ownership or taking the throne because it's yours. Like, that's what it feels like, taking your role as a king because it's your role. That's who you are. That's what it is. Or taking your role as a queen because that's your role. It's like people try to take your role from you. That's your role. It only has your name on it. So, yeah, you guys, this is very interesting. But your future long-term career is to be a lover to a very successful man, okay? And if you're a man, it's to be a lover to a very powerful woman. And that's just what it is. I don't really know if you're gonna ever settle into a practical everyday lifestyle kind of career, because you have a bigger purpose with someone whose name is so famous, is what I'm getting. Like, I don't even know how you're gonna manage normal life with a destiny like this. I don't even know how you're gonna, or it could be vice versa. You could be the one who's famous or rich or very successful. I don't know how you're gonna manage being in your position, but you have a destiny with a powerful woman who may not be in that same world like you, but that's what's supposed to happen. So I don't know. This is very interesting. Music, the music industry is here. We have flute, music industry, arts, entertainment, beauty, skincare. All of that is connected to your next career. Acting, could be acting, television, film, but it seems like this is all about Hollywood, but you not getting into Hollywood the way other people got in, or you not getting in this group the way other people got in. It took a lot. It was harder for you because of what people did when you just walked in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people, basically, this is what happened. The gatekeepers felt threatened because you didn't walk through their gates to get in. You went in on your own. That's what's going on. And that's all I have for you, pile number 2. All right, pile number 3. So what is going on? What's the next steps in your career, business? What's the plan long term? What's the next path of success for you? Okay, this is similar to pile number 1, but this has a lot to do with speaking, public speaking. Once again, like getting a lot of messages of putting your voice out there. Numbers 2, 3, 14, or 5. And the numbers 10 and 1 are significant here with this pile, if that means anything to you. Or someone could be born in March, okay? Now, your career has something to do with a man with dark hair helping you, okay, to boost your income to be successful. Or he may have a dark complexion. If he doesn't have dark hair, he may be black or brown skin. Your career has, your next path in your career is like, maybe a man is going to help you. He's going to open a door for you, or this could be a relationship partner if you're a woman. Okay, but your career has something to do with either social media or public speaking, speech communications, circulation like news and media, or like to be an influencer or a socialite, or someone who puts together parties, events. You could even be like a traveler. You could be like a travel writer, or you could travel and just like you just live a certain life. And the way you live your life is something about your social media. Like people, maybe you have an Instagram that looks like you have so much money because you're always in different places on vacation. But your next path in your career has something to do with your creative passions, hobbies, and pursuits. This feels like I'm talking to an influencer, a travel vlogger. But it can also be, because I have resistance here, you could be the kind of person that won't settle for less. You don't settle. You don't settle. Money or property is going to come to you. You're not settling for anything less than what you know you deserve. Because with this 10 of Wands here, this shows me a woman or a man who has carried a burden for years, for like decades. You've carried a burden for everybody else, and people have showed you that you don't even fit with the people. Like you don't even match with certain people, and you don't fit into other people's groups, and you don't it feels like you're a person who is an introvert, but people wanted you to be an extrovert. You're not even an extrovert. You maybe have great communication skills, and you may speak when you're making money. Like people may think when you're making money that you're an extrovert because you speak so eloquently, or you seem enthusiastic and charismatic, but really you rather just not know anybody and just have money. That's what I feel. I feel like you'd rather be out the way with your money, not knowing anybody, and you don't care. As long as you can go where you want to go, that's it. Because you just need to have all the money that you need, and that's that. You feel like a person who just wants to do their thing, live their life, stay out the way, go on cruises. We have the boat here. Maybe you just want to go on cruises. You could want a mountain hike. You could want to visit different places. Egypt could be a place where you want to go. You want to do different things. You don't have time for all that. You may even be someone who likes to work out, or you're trying to work out. You could like to go to art museums, Art Basel in Miami, or you may like to go to different art museums in different parts of the world. You're a sightseer. You're a jet setter. Some of you may need to be on a yacht. You're probably supposed to be on a yacht. So really and truly, you're luxurious. Basically, on the inside, no matter how your life looks, you could work at McDonald's, but on the inside, you're luxurious and you know what you deserve. So it's something about you. You're smart. You're very smart. I don't care who you are. You can be an exotic dancer. You're smart. You're very smart. You could have a bad background or a bad history, or like whatever the status quo is for your demographic of people, wherever you grew up at, and whatever happened. You could be on the verge of you could have grew up on the verge of settling for less. But you know that that's not you. You know on the inside of you, you deserve a life of luxury. You deserve finer things. You deserve more. You deserve everything that your parents didn't have, especially your mother. For some of you, your dad, whether he's dead or alive, your dad, even if he's in heaven, he's actually the one helping you with your career. Believe it or not, your dad could be helping you. Especially if your dad died in some type of mode of transportation, especially if it was a car crash, a flight crash, or just something about transportation. Especially, your dad is the one who's helping you. Your dad knows how smart you are. He knows that all he wants you to do is be smart about all your moves, decisions, and be smart about people around you. He wants you to be smart about how you spend your money and what you choose to invest your time in, because you've been building and building and building and building and building, but it's like you're building and you have so many supplies and different tools and things you can work with, but you also have a lot of people who wanted you to do different things with your life. But it feels like you're choosing a path that works for you. You're choosing a path that you love, that's going to make you successful. You're choosing a path that you know you're being intuitively guided to, because that's what you're supposed to be doing. And whatever this is has something to do with putting your face out there or putting your voice out there. Whether it's spirituality, because we do have me here, Goddess Isis here, the High Priestess, that's me. So this could be like, you could be an intuitive person. You could be called to spirituality, and that's your career. That's what you're meant to do. When maybe you had people trying to make a career for you, but no, you already know what you're supposed to do, and that's what you're doing. So it seems like spirituality is your legacy. That's your career. Or for others of you, it's an influencer. It's an influencer or a traveler. Okay, that's just really what you're supposed to be doing here. You may have to, it may not be coming together as quickly as you want it to be. You may not see certain results show up as quickly as you want it to be. But I'm seeing the main reason why it's a slow journey is because you had to gather all the necessary tools, and you also had to fight off people trying to control you. And you fighting off all these people who are doing these things toward you that they think you don't see them. They think that you don't feel them doing this. They think that you don't see that they're trying to manipulate your life and control it. People like strangers, you can see it. And you have had to be on a long journey, longer than you wanted to, because human beings try to control something that's not controllable. And I feel like that's crazy. But that's what happened. You don't have to worry. Your dad is helping you. If it's not your dad, it's another man. It's another man. But somebody's helping you. All right. You could be a Gemini, or a Gemini man could be helping you right now. All right. Or someone born in March is helping you. Yeah, so continue to resist or fight off people trying to control your life. And that's what you need to know. You're setting up a legacy right now. You're doing exactly what you need to be doing. Don't even worry about people trying to make you feel like your decisions in your career, your decisions in your life is something mediocre. Just because you're not choosing the obvious things that people choose. It's not that. It's about, this is who you are and this is your legacy from a long time ago. You don't need people to tell you anything, because this is who you are. You're an intuitive. You are a creator. That's what it is. Pile number 3 is a creator. You're a creator. You are a creator with a lot of influence. Okay? And that's what I got. Thank you so much. God bless.